I think he likes old ladies.
Yeah.
Like, I'm banking on it because there is going to be a time where I'm going to look a lot older than him.
Yeah, of course. Up to, including today.
We might have to bleep this and
It's
cut it
gonna hurt
out.
my feelings. It's from the roast?
Yes, it's funny. No, it's for a potential roast.
Oh, he just wrote a roast joke
Yeah.
just in case. Sounds like he was just mad at me one day. Women probably have it harder in some ways. But I mean, I think you probably get a lot more psychos.
Not on Anniewood. We don't do this, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Welcome to Anniewood episode 32.
Such a good number,
This
such a good
podcast
episode.
is so much older than my boyfriend already.
Oh, it's so much older. It's already in its prime of its 30s.
Oh, it's getting real. HORNY. Can't say that in the first beginning, but it is if it's a girl. And Anniewood is a girl, you guys. I am so excited to be here. You know me. I'm Annie Lederman. I am a comedian. You see me on the Comedy Store documentary on Showtime. You saw me writing for Borat and Sacha Baron Cohen, Who is America. You saw me in my
So
friends.
many things.
So many things. You've heard me on Grand Theft Auto. Chelsea Lately, Girl Code. I don't know why.
We gotta get you on another video game.
I gotta be on another video game. I keep having the song, the Lana Del Rey video game song stuck in my head. And Josh, I talked on the phone with Josh Pot-Eyed Potter, and he was like, I'm playing video games, and it's just echoes. The Lana Del Rey song just echoes in my head when you guys say video game. Video game.
Playing video games.
Ooh, that was cute. You get it with a little southern twang.
That's how she says it.
Video games.
Well, where are you gonna be? Tell the people where you're gonna be.
Oh my goodness, you guys. I have so many exciting dates coming up. This weekend I will be next weekend. Well, this weekend on
Next
Saturday.
week,
But
right?
this weekend on Saturday, I'm going to be at Paul Provenza's Green Room
Oh.
show with Andy Andrist and Doug Stanhope and Cynthia Levine and Henry Phillips. And I'm so excited. That's a really special project that's going to, I think, go into a incredible documentary. And then the following weekend, I'll be with Josh Potter again at San Antonio. What's it called? LOL San Antonio. And then
before that.
Oh, before that. Is it before that? It
Yes,
is.
it's next
Oh my gosh.
Tuesday.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I keep forgetting.
Oh my
My most
goodness.
exciting thing ever, Anniewood and Friends. You guys, the show is becoming live. My friends are coming to you at the Comedy Store in the main room. Tickets may be sold out by now, so get them right now when you hear this. Absolutely now. Don't wait. Pause the show. Go now. Okay? Comedy Store. Go to comedystore.com. It's in the main room. It's June 20th. We've got Tim Dillon. He's not canceling. He's sworn his life he's not canceling. Tim Dillon confirmed. Whitney Cummings confirmed. Josh Potter confirmed. Ryan Silko confirmed. And some special guests coming as well. I will be there. We're going to have lots of prizes, lots of giveaways, maybe some Anniewood trivia.
Oh,
And Todd will be there being so cute.
I'll be doing the ones and twos.
I'm also going to be
San Antonio, you
San
said?
Antonio, then are we in July? Then in
Philadelphia.
July, oh my God, you guys, I have an amazing announcement, okay? July 20th, my actual birthday. I am having a birthday show at Wise Guys in my favorite place, Las Vegas, okay? Come see me. We're going to party. It's going to be interactive. It's going to be wild.
It's going to be
so fun.
something you guys never seen before.
It will never happen again. Come celebrate my birthday with me. July 20th, that's a Thursday. That is in Vegas at Wise Guys. Tickets are live, baby. Let's go. Get the tickets. All proceeds are going back into the slots, okay? I'm putting them right back into the economy of Vegas. It's going to be incredible. Cannot wait to see you there. Celebrate my 50th birthday.
Oh my goodness.
Enjoy it with me. I can't wait to spend it with you guys, especially the Vegas crew. You know who you are. My lobster claw guy, you better come and bring me that hand, okay? I want to sign that hand for my 40th birthday. I'm so excited. I'm also going to be doing Leah McSweeney's. I'm a guest on Leah McSweeney's first live show out here in LA on July 20th. And then I'm going to be in
This is getting
Greenville.
so long.
I know it's so long. Sorry. I don't know. I don't have my thing up. I'll be in Greenville, South Carolina at the July 26th and 7th or something around there. Look on my website, annielederman.com/shows. I'm going to be in Philly August 11th and 12th or 12th and 13th. I'm going to be in Calgary the 27th of August with Andrew Schultz. And we got a lot of other dates. I'm going to be in Austin in October. I'm going to be in a lot of places. Go to annielederman.com/shows. Get your tickets. You won't regret it. It's so fun. I'm getting ready for the special, so the jokes are tight. Like Todd's. Kitty.
Rear.
Cookie. Okay.
So guys, enjoy this episode with Joseph List.
Oh, we got Joe List. It's going to be so fun. Todd, trim that up and make it shorter. I'm an animal. I couldn't stop talking. Trim it up. Bye, guys. Love you. Enjoy the show. I love my Joe List.
Welcome to Anniewood.
Hey, guys. Welcome to Anniewood episode 32. I have one of my dear friends I haven't seen in so long. I haven't seen you in forever. Joe List. We used to scrap.
It makes it sound like we used to. You made it seem like we had a fling.
We never had a fling. You had herpes pretty early on in our friendship.
I had herpes, relationship, the whole thing. It wasn't never going to work out. Star-crossed lovers, really.
Your herpes was one of my favorite things.
Oh, thanks. Now, why are you so afraid of herpes, though? Herpes
I'm not
shouldn't
afraid of
stand in your
herpes.
way. No.
Herpes never stood in my way. Look at me now. Look at me now, a survivor of many close herpings.
Yeah, herpes is fun. The thing I always say about herpes is you don't have to worry about getting it. After you get it, you're good to go.
It's almost like show yourself herpes.
I can find homeless people in Hollywood all night, day, whatever.
Night, day, it's all the same here.
It is the same. It's scary.
Yeah, I was just saying how I used to have, whenever I would produce shows, you were always on my show.
Yeah, that's right.
I always thought you were a good comic. I have people that are mad at me still to this day that I wouldn't put them on my show.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that you had me, and I was like, Jesus.
That's so funny that you think everyone hates
I'm like, what am I, Lenny Bruce?
Do you think people hate you still? You still have that? Or have you grown through that?
I don't worry about it so much. I think probably some people do, but they certainly don't vocally hate me. I mean, like on the internet and
if
shit.
People
like,
hate you, that's crazy.
Yeah.
If they don't know you and they hate you, that's like a real crazy thing.
Yeah, that's whatever. But no, there's definitely people like that listen to podcasts and are like, I fucking hate this guy.
Oh yeah, do I?
Yeah, somebody just wrote, I have a podcast and I talked about how I'm having a child. My wife is pregnant.
That's so cool.
Very exciting. And then someone was like, man, I hate Joe List, but I'm happy for him. I'm like, what is that?
What my favorite hate comment was I did I think it was Whiskey Ginger, and I was wearing I have glasses that look like Dahmer glass that everyone has,
Yeah.
And someone said, I used to like her, but now she has those glasses. I hate her. I'm like, you hate my glasses.
Well, I think a lot of these people are very sick. It's important to remember that a lot of these folks have very little to do and they don't do anything.
Well, have you got any stabby people? I've had to turn my DMs off because I get people that get in full fights with me. Then I'm like, I don't know you. I've never met you.
No, I think women probably have it harder in some ways. But I think you probably get a lot more psychos.
Not on Anniewood. We don't do this, okay?
Yeah.
Women have it easy in Anniewood, okay?
Absolutely, they do.
In this Hollywood, it's the men that have to get on the casting couch, okay? They got to spread their cheeks. Well, we stick our Red Bulls in them.
No, I mean, it's like, I've never had anyone that's like, oh, God, I want to f you. I'm going to show up at your shows and f you whatever, or whatever. So no, I don't really have any of that. I just have people that comment on everything like, you suck, you still suck. Today, I finally blocked a guy. I was like, I know
there's something where you're like, I don't want to block people. And then you're like, but couldn't I?
Yeah, why not just block?
Maybe it's just I'll because this is my page, I'll just decide. I believe in freedom of speech, but not here.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
That's a
maybe
difference.
Just not here.
Yeah. That's not freedom of speech. Letting someone just call you a piece of shit in your space is not. Yeah, I don't like it. But no one ever tries to. But I did just do post a photo with me and Tommy Pope, and then a woman wrote to us and wrote to me and said, I'd give $1 million to have you guys double team me. And that was
Did you talk to Sarah about it?
Exciting.
You're like, the baby's coming. That's a huge expense.
No, I should be like, hey, what do you say? Let me and Tommy Pope double up on this lady. Which I feel like Sarah might not even care ultimately. She'd be like, fine.
She got the seed. She doesn't need anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, okay, before you were dating Sarah, did you get to a point in your career where girls were like trying to bang you after shows?
No, it's really upsetting. I mean, I'm like one of these classic guys that got a little bit of success after already marrying. And every once in a while, like I was just talking about this weekend. I was in whatever city, and I don't want to embarrass these women, but a couple of girls like take a photo and they're like shaking. And I'm like, I would love to somebody that's shaking at the presence of me.
Shake you?
Like Sarah, no shake from Sarah. She's like, you told me this story before. I get it. All right. Put some deodorant on.
I like the idea of you're f***ing them and telling them a story.
Yeah, I mean, like,
in the middle of sex, you're just unloading a story.
I've never anybody that was like really impressed with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was more like, all right, I'll him. That's fun.
I do feel like there's something missing for people. Like I was doing, there's a guy in the front row of one of my shows, and I was talking to him, and I could just tell how rich he was, and he was telling me about his wife, and he was like, did I ever tell this on the I already told this fucking on the podcast. It's embarrassing. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, jeez. I never get to hear it.
Cut this. Let's not post this episode. Anyway, the moral of the story was he got married before he got rich, and I was like, oh, you never got like someone like you for your money.
Yeah, no,
Sounds
that's what's
fun.
I mean, there's like women that will come and they're quite enamored with me, and I never had that before. No one's ever been enamored until the last like 6 weeks.
I usually bring Todd with me on the road, and he like will do the merch table with me and stuff, and it feels so much like better. Just because when you get hit on, it's just weird. It's like when I was younger and I would get hit on, I would like give like, you're like, do I give someone a fake number? Like, what do I? You don't want to like reject people to their face. It's like too weird.
But that's hot for you, right? Everyone wants to fuck your lady in front of you.
Yeah, they want to do like. They're always like, oh, we should do like a tag team thing.
They say that?
Oh, yeah.
Are you saying it to a microphone or are you just saying it out loud?
No.
Oh my God.
They're always like, they want to do a tag team thing.
Who says that?
The drunk, crazy lesbians that come up.
Oh, they're lesbians. The lesbians will be like, I'm going to fuck your wife. I'm like, what? No, you're not.
Sarah and I had a couple try to fuck us in Connecticut. It was pretty hot. And I would have been, I was like, I'm listening.
Listen, if I'm both there, it's not cheating. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and the guy was so drunk. He was like this. He was like, could barely keep his eyes open. And Sarah does this bit on stage. I'm just doing my wife's act on a podcast now.
None of this is going to air.
Yeah, but I'm giving her credit. But we were just laughing at the idea of like, we have to wake him up and be like, hey, you have to suck Joe's now. Everybody has to suck his dick. But yeah, I mean, it was like but they were relatively attractive people.
It's not usually ugly people coming for you. It's because they know they still have it, you know? But they probably got married young. That's what I always like figured. I was in Springfield, I think years ago. I won't say which one. The one from The Simpsons. And these guys, this couple DM'd me after the show, and they were just such a regular looking, like they were not ugly, but they were just so normal. And they sent me a picture of like her, like wearing her stuff. Like it was just the craziest view of a woman. I'd never seen that view of a woman. It was like him taking the picture, her like riding him, but like her whole hand was like inside herself.
Oh,
she was
God.
a teacher. Her like, and her teeth were like, it was a great view of her weird angle of the teeth, and then they were like, hit us up. And then I was like, so freaked out. I was just like, I'm so not like that. I mean, we're sober people. It's like,
yeah,
I'm not drunk. Like, this is crazy. And then they eventually, like, I looked at it, I showed it to like a bunch of people, which is probably so mean, but.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to do that, but that's okay.
But I don't know. It just felt so crazy. I didn't go like, hey guys, I'm going to you, or like, wow, we're going to tonight. Like sometimes I think I would like joke like that on stage and maybe that would give them, but I didn't do any of that.
No, I think sex is much different now. I was talking about this last night. I think there's a lot more like, hey, let's all kind of thing. Let's everyone come over. And
I think it's our age. I think we've just gotten older. I think people get married young and then they're like, right. We don't want to get divorced, but we want to like, it's key parties and stuff. It's always been around.
See, sobriety is the problem with all that. I tried to do this as a bit many times in my career. The hardest thing is like finishing. Like I love the idea of like, 3 women and a couple guys coming over and we're all and coming in each other's faces. But the hard part is like, all right, take care, Sue. Bye-bye, Pete. And then you got to
it's like sticky. You're like, ugh.
Yeah. And then I have to turn to my wife and be like, all right, you got to call your mother tomorrow. And what do you want to do for dinner? Like going back. It's the same with like pegging.
Yeah.
Sure, I'd love my wife to hold my ankles and in the ass for a couple days. But the moving back into like,
here's what I like
Sarah.
about this scenario. When she's pegging you, you're in missionary.
Yeah. I think that's the funniest way. That's the funniest way to be pegged, of course. Which I've said this before. I'm not into the pegging scene, but I don't judge. But I was talking to my buddy who has been pegged, and I said, "Did you do mission?" I don't want to say his name.
Oh, I just wanted to see if I knew him, and I do.
I don't want to say his name. Well, he does a bit about it, so maybe I could say it, but I don't want to say it. But it's follow.
Oh no, it's not.
No, I'm joking.
Oh my God!
I just thought he was the funniest person.
Oh my God! I like a whole.
I just think that's the funniest person to imagine being like.
I haven't seen Nick DiPaolo in forever. How is he? Have you hung out with him?
He's good. When was the last? I haven't seen him in a while. We made a movie together last year, and he was great. We hung out, and it was fun. Was it like weird to pretend to play the piano? Yeah, it was awful. It was really embarrassing. Not my idea, but what was I going to say? But the person, my friend that got pegged, he said it was like doggy style, and I was like, but the best part of the pegging, the only thing that's sexy about it is a woman like, you gotta see the tits, the jiggly tits. You know what I mean? Like a woman thrusting is hot. And if you do it from behind, it's like you got a man back there. Yeah. Again, not that there's anything wrong with that. Maybe you should investigate the trans community for yourself. What do you mean? Maybe you should try it out. It's like jiggly boobs and a penis. Well, I mean, I don't love a dick in me or looking at one. Yeah, well, me neither, but you just swallow your pride and you go for it. That's where I'm running into problems. I'd rather just a woman thrust. I think a woman naked, just like doing being like Ace Ventura. Like she's in her moment of being really tough. Yeah, that seems hot. I feel like Todd is eventually going to be like, I want you to peg me. He hasn't said anything. No? Do you see how he wasn't convincing though?
No, but I do understand because we've talked about this.
Obviously, you like masculine women. I'm tough.
Well, I only watch lesbian. I only watch like lesbian porn, so it's like
you need them to be.
They do some thrusting.
I know you want it. I know you want it.
I don't want any of that.
Men love a thrust.
I don't know.
I think the way you don't want it makes it more like you want it.
When I got my, what is it? To get the poop sucked up out your butt?
Oh,
colonoscopy?
Yeah, when I did.
No, colonic.
Colonic. Yeah.
We do it for looks, not for health.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But when I did that,
you got a boner. You got a boner.
But it was a weird boner. It wasn't a real boner.
And the girl's like cute. And the girl's cute. And the girl's cute. He cheated on me. She took his anal virginity in front of me.
It was terrible. I hated the feeling. I hated everything about it.
I didn't tell her. I wanted to tell her so bad you got a boner. This is like my shit sucking girl. I have like a girl I go to.
She sucks your shit out? I don't know if that's healthy.
It's not that healthy for you, but it does feel good.
Okay.
But I did IVF. Does Sarah have to do IVF or anything?
Oh, God, yeah. She's 59 years old. I mean, this woman she's practically dead, for God's sake.
I will say, I think she was a little older than me, and I'm pretty old now.
Sarah?
Yeah.
She's older than me, and I'm older than you.
Are you?
I believe so.
How old are you?
41.
Yeah, I'm 39.
Oh, wow. I thought you were even younger than that. Wow, 40. We're old. It's so weird.
Crazy, but it makes me happy. I was looking at, there was a picture of, he's not. He just turned 29.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You don't need to get pegged. You got a woman 10 years older than you.
I know. That is, it's emotionally a peg.
Yeah, exactly.
They call me Peg Bundy.
He doesn't know who that is. He's 29.
He's like, what are you talking about?
That's my favorite sitcom.
Would you want to bang her?
Yeah.
Now?
I mean, maybe not.
I think he likes old ladies.
Yeah.
Like, I'm banking on it because there is going to be a time where I'm going to look a lot older than him.
Yeah, of course. Including today. I feel like only half your lines are being heard, though, because you're not picking up the microphone. Oh, it's picking up. You have cans on. I guess you know. You know.
He's in charge. He's the tech guy.
I feel like you guys are about to right in front of me, which is fine.
I just love him, though. I do love him so much. It's so weird to have someone so much younger than me.
Be careful. Everyone is always like, why do you talk about your boyfriend so
One
much now?
One person said it and I got so mad. He keeps being like, I'll get mad at these trolls and he's like, it's the same person. He'll be like, it's literally the same. And I'm like, it's the same. He's like, there's one person you're mad at. I'm like, oh my God, this person's prolific. They're like, I need to learn how they have the courage.
Well, that's the thing I think with women comedy performers. They want to feel like you're their girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to hear from this
but it's
fucking
so weird.
asshole.
I was watching the oh my gosh, what is her name?
The Crown, the Bridesmaids.
The Crown.
The Seinfeld.
The Crown. I was watching, what the hell is her name?
What?
She was a famous
Rita Hayworth.
Mary Tyler Moore. They had a documentary
I watched
on
that
her.
too the other day.
And
it was wonderful.
Yeah, it was so great.
She was so hot. That was like my first crush.
Right.
I thought in the 70s she was smoking hot.
But what I realized is back then it was like these women would get famous, like already having a kid, being like still hot, already having a kid, playing a wife. Like people like wanted to imagine they were their husband, I guess.
Yeah.
So all of us weird floozies that like started doing comedy, like they're like, they really think they can fuck us, I think.
Oh, of
I
course.
think they really think they can bang us.
No, I think that's part of it. That's probably what I have. The three women that are into me that get nervous. They probably think like I could make this
They're
happen.
like, this is
dork.
really going to happen tonight. But I feel like I remember going to a G-Love. Remember G-Love and Special Sauce?
Yeah.
I went to his concert. I remember being like, I bet I can bang him.
I think you probably could.
Maybe I could have, but I was also like,
Yeah, you probably could have.
I probably would have been so. I just also was like, in my head, I was one of those girls that was like, wait, you don't want to be my boyfriend? Like, I thought you just wanted to like talk or whatever.
Right.
I didn't understand those lessons until a little later on.
Yeah, it takes so long to learn all these lessons.
And then you learn them and you're like, I'm not even in that place.
I was just talking about this. I wish I could go back and more women. I had no confidence.
Yeah, and they probably were into you. They probably were hitting on you and you just didn't see it.
I looked through a photo recently, like a photo album of like old Boston comedy photos, and there's a photo of this very attractive woman who was like kind of hung out in the seat. She's sitting on my lap, like across me like this, and she's kissing my neck. And we never hooked up because in the moment I was like, she's thinks
Messing
I'm retarded
around,
or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, and you're just like, this woman chose to sit on my body, and I was just like, I don't know, she's not gonna.
Yeah.
And you look back, you're like, oh fuck, not that I could have been, slaying or whatever, but there's definitely more than I could have. Don't get me wrong, I fucked. I put up some decent numbers.
The skill set of comedy is pretty. It gets people laid a lot.
Yeah,
like a lot laid.
Yeah, it's pretty hot, I
It's
guess.
sad for you that you didn't really realize that till later on.
I didn't until I got this goddamn wife. What can you do? Too little, too late.
Oh my God, you guys have been together a long time.
A long time.
I remember when you first started dating her. When I had that show in Greenpoint.
Yeah.
The whatever
Red
it was.
Star.
Red Star Bar.
Yeah.
Oh
I remember
God.
that. Yeah, we've been together for like 12 years.
Yeah.
End of June is 12 years, right? Yeah, 12 years.
Yeah, that's almost the difference between me and Todd.
That's wild. Yeah, so when we started dating, you were 5.
Yes. Wow. Todd was such a child. What I was going to say about getting older is I saw this picture of like all of the people from Lord of the Rings hanging out, the actors now. And I was like, this is fucking cute that we all get to get old together. Yeah. I like it. I don't feel the urge to fight. Maybe it's because I'm not like old. I'm just getting to I'm like baby old now.
Right. Yeah, you're still not 40, I guess.
I'm like, but 40 is like the first like real, like 30 is a fake old. 40 you're going like, that's when people are like, my back.
Right. But I don't feel old.
Yeah.
I still feel like a boy. But I had the similar thought. I'm a big Pearl Jam guy. I've seen him 43 times or something. And I just saw him last year at the Garden. And I was leaving. And I got like a strange sense of emotion because everybody there looked like they were in their 50s and old. And I was like, oh, we all grew up together.
Yes.
Like we were all crowd surfing. And now everybody's like, and there was something sweet to it. And people bring their kids and stuff. And now I can bring my son.
Is it a boy?
It's a boy,
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
Oh, I wouldn't have kept a girl.
Sarah's
Are you kidding?
like going to be a good boy mom too.
Oh, yeah.
Because she worked in bars and shit. She knows how to she's seen the world.
Yeah, she's going to be great. She's very excited.
This is very exciting.
I know,
Yay.
we're very excited. I've been gone. She's going to look like totally different because I haven't seen her in like 5 days. I'm going to come home. She's going to be twice the size.
When does she do?
October 29th. Originally they said October 30th. And then I don't understand this, but a woman was doing the ultraviolet, what do you call that?
The ultrasound?
Ultrasound. And she was like doing this and she's like, actually it's October 29th.
They can just do it like that?
Neither one of us know what the fuck she meant. She just said it. And we were like, all right. So now we're not sure.
How can you tell between days like that? That's insane.
I have no idea. His dick? I have no idea. But Also, she took a cursor and pointed at his cock and wrote, "I'm a boy," like typed, "I'm a boy." And I was like, this feels a little not
cute.
of the moment, but.
Should like gender I'll decide.
Yeah.
I'm assigned a boy.
But yeah, we have little photos of him. It's all very
Did you do
exciting.
a gender reveal?
No. We don't really do that.
Did you post
shit.
on Instagram about it?
She just posted last week.
Because you're not on I guess you're not like on my top people. No, it's really weird. The people that they send to me, I don't want.
Well, now
I don't want them. I'm like, there's a girl who I followed once because she shows you how to like wear shirts different. Like sometimes she puts like the bra over the shirt and then she folds it up. And I just followed it because I was like, oh, that seems interesting. I see this bitch all day. She's like, button the second button instead of the first button, and you can tie. I'm like, I don't want to see this anymore. And then I will like mute it. And then I'll just start seeing people's comment. I go, oh, I want to go back to the buttons.
Yeah, it's all algorithm. I was just saying this. The algorithm finally like figured me out. Like for years, I would just scan and be like, whatever. And I was like, I'm immune to this. And now they just give me like Martin Scorsese interviews and Michael Jordan highlights.
Yes.
And I'm like, they got me. And everything I see, I'm like, I'll follow, pop. And they know not to give me comedy anymore.
Yeah, we just can't.
It's too much.
We know each other.
Yeah.
It's not for each other. This is like where we now are promoting coming to see us on the road. It's like, this is not, I used to have so much pride. I had so much fun on my Instagram. I always tried to do jokes and like, it was such a good time. And now it's just like, I just pay a kid.
Well, I'm so bad at show business. I was posting like sunsets and buildings up until like 3 weeks ago.
That's why I was like, I haven't seen you in a while because I haven't been completely bored watching your Instagram.
No, it's bad. Like, every instinct I've ever had in this fucking business, I'm just like, even doing this podcast, I fuck up everything. That was a joke. You didn't laugh.
I was like, oh my God, TikTok. I think the episode's over. Anyway, we gotta go. Thanks for watching.
But no, I mean, I was just like, I'm not doing the videos. Everyone's doing the videos. I'm an artist. This is my space for photography. And and finally I started a second Instagram that has 11 followers. It's like my aunt, and I post flowers and shit. But I was doing that until like very recently. And finally I was like, I gotta post clips. Because, like Sam Morrill's doing Madison Square Garden and I'm doing the Funny Farm.
It's like, I know, but I did the same thing where I was like, I'm going to be, and then like some of the stuff I post, I'm like, oh my God. I have a guy doing it and it's like, I kind of want to be hands off with him. Like, I think I got to be a little more hands on. He's picking stuff where I'm like, okay.
Well, do you find whatever? I mean, I don't know, maybe you do the clips, but sometimes people do clips, and no disrespect to my guy and all the people doing it. But every once in a while, you'll do an hour podcast and you're like, that's the funniest thing I've ever done in my life. We're geniuses. And then he's like, here's a clip, and it's me being like, yeah, one time I farted. I'm like, that's the clip?
He missed, I literally woke up in the middle of the night panicking about when you missed that one joke. He's good at it usually, but we were talking about the Dalai Lama thing, and I said, show me on the Dalai Lama where you touched you, and he didn't put that joke in, and I was like,
is that because it's Asian?
No, there was 30 different jokes.
Yeah, sorry, I have too many jokes, but maybe the really funny pun that I can never tell again.
You gotta watch it to find out. Listen to the rest of the jokes.
Maybe that's good. Maybe that's a good tease.
Then I was like, I was panicking in the middle of the night. I was like, oh my God, that joke's gonna die. No one's ever gonna hear it. I can't say it again because it had to be in the moment. And I like, you had to see me come up with the joke for it to be good. And then I was thinking, oh God, we're gonna have to do like a best of thing. So this was on me. This is what woke me up. This is what woke me up in the middle of the night. Like, oh, what do I do?
Now let me ask you: does this go out, or is this like Patreon? Are you Patreoning me?
I would never Patreon you.
This is a new term that has to go. I did Stavros' podcast. He's huge.
So rude.
This guy he's doing like Gillette Stadium, and I'm like, sweet, this will give me a bump straight to the Patreon. He fucked me. I'm like a Patreon guy. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
You
We're
didn't
close
get those
friends.
clips out in time. It's the sunsets that did it. When you were posting those sunsets, you were actually posting the sunset of your career.
I seriously was blowing it. Now I'm like, hey guys, follow me on Instagram.
I'm an artist is ruining our careers.
I know.
And it is like, what? Like, I don't hold that high of standards for other people either.
No, the best thing I can do for my career is like throw this plant at you and like call you a cunt and then take my dick out and then kick the camera over.
There's a couple racial slurs we know will help our careers.
Whoa.
We know.
Whoa.
And one's sitting right over there, okay?
Oh, boy.
A lot of careers have been built on that one. We're just like, now we preface everything. Like when I come do the intros, it's like, you guys ready to be offended? This is gonna be the craziest, most offensive podcast you have ever seen. We're like crying and talking about a terrarium. We're like, this is gonna make you guys really think. And we're like talking about the crab you just bought.
Well, you gotta go hard one way or the other. That's what I say. You gotta really be like, fuck the blank.
It's like you guys are YouTubers. You got to be YouTubers. Which
smash the like button.
Yeah.
I just like to. I'm gonna mold my entire career off of Russell Brand from now on.
What's up, y'all? Hit that subscribe button, comment, tell a friend. I don't know how to do it.
But when you don't do it, you're like, oh my God, they don't remember to like and subscribe.
I know.
I'll jokingly say it and we will get more subscribers. It's like, oh my God. The whole time it was right there.
No, you got to do it. It's horrible. I'm this guy, by the way. I'm so desperate now. I'm having a child. I'm responding to every comment. Like, people don't read comments. I'm like, and my guy is like, no, if you respond, it shows engagement. So I'm like this guy that's like, thank you, fuck you, blow me, I appreciate it. It's really
prayer hands. Just respond prayer hands.
It's really humiliating. It's I wanted to be an artist, and now I'm a fucking asshole responding to letters.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I can't believe this ad.
Give me a piece. Give me a piece. I just got to tell you, Anniewood rules with ads. I'm not saying, our delivery of the ads is amazing. Does that sound nice? Our delivery of the ads is incredible, but our products are so good. I am obsessed with everything that we sell.
Guys, look at this. What do you think that is? What usually comes in a container like that?
Dip?
But no. It's not dip. It's straight nicotine packets. You do it like dip. You put it in your lip.
You do it like dip. You put it in your lip.
You
let
suck on
it
like a
sit
nip.
and you suck like a nip.
Guys, shake up your nicotine routine and give yourself a little something to look forward to.
Oh my God, it's so minty.
Oh, I love these things.
This one I'm not putting in because I'm a gum girl. You guys, I love Lucy so much. I keep saying that. I sent it to Fanny, our ad lead. I was like, I love Lucy, the TV show and the gum. It's so good. I used to chew Nicorette back in the day. And my problem is I have TMJ. It was so hard and like, it just hurt my jaw right away. It was just like a really tough chew. Lucy's so soft.
It's so soft.
And it's just packed.
And it's just the right amount of nicotine where it doesn't make you so lightheaded and fuzzy.
This one's the 4
keeps you
milligrams.
sharp.
I used to have to bite the 4 milligrams in half of Nicorette. This is so good. You chew, put it in your
lip,
or in your cheek. You go on with your day. You want a little more nicotine, chew. It's been waking me up in the morning. Todd and I are...
Listen, guys, I'm an editor. We know this. We all know this. You guys all know this. I edit all day. What's better at editing than some nicotine to help me keep me focused, keep my eyes peeled?
I love it.
Get Lucy Breakers, the nicotine pouch with a little surprise inside. So these are the Lucy Breakers. I want to show them. So each pouch has a fun flavor capsule that bursts open with awesome flavors.
Did you try this already?
Apple ice, mint, and mango. It's not just a habit, it's an experience.
This is awesome.
Yeah, you just bite into it, you get a little burst of flavor.
You bite it?
Yeah, there's a little bead in there, like a... Oh my God, you got inner extensions. Guys,
it's not my hair. Why do I care? I bite it. Are you sure?
You put it in, soak it up a little bit, get a little soaked. And then you feel a little ball in there. You bite down on it. You guys hear that bite? Did you hear that burst?
That's so good.
And it tastes good. The berry is my favorite. I love the berry burst.
You guys, this is so good. This is a healthy way to get nicotine. And nicotine is a really, really helpful substance. It gets you kind of amped up in the morning. It helps you focus.
Listen, nicotine's not bad. What is bad is the tobacco. Tobacco's no good. So if you get the nicotine without the tobacco, you're all good, baby.
With Lucy Breakers, you're in control. Pick your flavor and pick your nicotine strength to fully customize your routine. This is so delicious. Oh my God.
I love customizing my routine. I love having full control over my nicotine intake.
Why are we so lucky? Why does Anniewood only attract the coolest products?
Whenever you're looking for some dopamine, look no further than Lucy.
Visit lucy.co and use promo code Annie to get 20% off your first order. Shipping is always free. That's lucy.co, promo code Annie to receive 20% off and always free shipping. Here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Guys, we're so into this. It's so good. It helps me focus. I'm going to write so many new jokes. Are you still going on the road with Louis?
No,
I haven't
opened for Louis in a while.
He's like, I give him a movie, we're done.
No, I mean, we're friends, but I try not to. I mean, I haven't opened for it because I'm like, after a while,
Yeah,
you're
you
just
don't
like,
want
I'm
that to be
opening
your
for
gig,
people.
yeah.
And then I'm doing well. I mean, I'm shitting on myself, but I do well
yeah,
on the road.
Of course.
So I haven't, but I wasn't like.
That was fun. I went on the road with you guys once. That was
Take
fun.
care. You went now?
I went on the road with you that one time. That was fun with you too.
Oh yeah, in Denver. That's right. We did Denver and something. Didn't we do something else? Phoenix?
There was one.
Oh, just Denver. All right. Well, maybe we were supposed to do Phoenix.
It was fun though. Got me on that thanks at the end.
Yeah.
The thank you at the end of that thing.
Yeah, I remember we
that
had
was
that
so
hotel.
fun. That was great.
Yeah. That was a while ago. But yeah, no, it was I'm not opening for him, but I talked to him.
Do you know Jodorowsky's joke?
No. I mean, I know a couple of his jokes.
Do you know his joke about you?
Is it a joke about me?
Roast? Yeah.
No.
We might have to bleep this and
It's
cut
going
it
to hurt
out.
my feelings? It's from the roast?
Yes, it's funny. No, it's for a potential roast.
Oh, he just wrote a roast joke just in case? Sounds like he was just mad at me one day. Maybe.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, please.
He said more people saw Louis' dick than your movie. That's so good. Isn't that funny?
That's funny. He probably did say that to me at one point.
He definitely said it to you. There's no way he didn't say it.
But hey, we are like 32% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's not bad.
No, it's great, especially for a homemade film.
It's pretty good. And the what do you call it? The popcorn, the fan score. That's like 89. So
I have not seen it yet. I'm sorry.
That's hurtful.
I will see it though.
That is hurtful.
I was gonna watch it today before I see it, and then I just didn't.
Yeah, that's fair. I love when people do that. Luis Gomez did that to me one time. He goes, "Oh man, we were gonna have you on the crew, the rock and roll cruise, but then we just we didn't do it." And I just started laughing. I'm like, "So you don't have any reason?" Like they just were like, "Actually, nah, let's not."
Do you feel like you want to just keep making movies, or was it like one and done?
No, I want to keep making movies. I'm acting in a bunch. I just made a short, and the director was half Asian.
Yes. We can't do Black Power for that. We need to do something else. What's like a good Asian one thing? Chopsticks?
Yeah.
Did we culturally appropriate those from Asians?
No,
Masks.
that's ours.
Masks we took from you guys.
Oh yeah, we totally. No, so I acted in two short films.
You directed it too, right?
No, I just acted in these, and then I'm making this thing started touching me, and it freaked me out.
I know we're talking about real things too.
And then I'm directing a documentary about my friend Tom Dustin, comedian. I don't know if you ever bumped into or met him. He's a Boston comic who moved to Key West and runs a room, and he's great. And so we're in the middle of making that right now. So I'm making a feature documentary,
that's so cool.
And I make little short bullshit, but yeah, I would like to do more of it.
Do you like sitting in a trailer and waiting to act?
Yeah, I think it's fun. It's exciting.
And did you, when you were a kid, want to do that?
Yeah, to some degree. Yeah. I really wanted to be like Woody Allen sexually.
You went the opposite direction than Woody. An older woman for you.
I went older and not related to me.
Well, who knows? Maybe your son will peg you.
Oh God, that would be hot. My son.
Sorry, I don't like to get horny on my own show.
My son Yi. Hello, folks.
Don't worry, Todd won't clip it.
Yeah, so I'd like to do more, but no, I like being on set. I like collaborate. I like being with people. I like hanging out and being like, wow, that was great, and improvising and stuff. It's really fun.
I never imagined myself as a director, but I can see how fun that would be to be telling everyone where to stand and stuff and how to say things.
Well, as a comedian, all you really want is control. And there's part of us that's why we started doing comedy, because we wanted control. Like everyone shut up and listen to me. So that's what a director
That's what I used to do in improv too. They hated it.
Right. You ever see
everyone be quiet. It's my turn.
You ever see The Office where Michaels gets in trouble in improv class? Oh, it's like one of the great moments. He keeps pulling out a gun in every scene. And then the guy yells at him because he keeps pulling a gun out. And then the next scene, he's like, okay, I won't. And he's like whispers in the guy's ear. And the guy goes like, and does this, and it turns out he whispered, "I have a gun."
Well, did you see the Life is Short? Remember the Ricky Gervais, where he played a Hollywood guy or something? Maybe it was by himself.
Is that a show or a movie?
It was a short. It was like shorts.
No, I didn't see it.
And it was him and his little person friend colleague guy. But anyway, they had the one with what's his name? His wife died in a skiing accident. The Taken guy.
Oh, Liam Neeson.
And he's wants to learn improv from Ricky Gervais. And in every, like, he just has like AIDS in every scene. And he's like, no, this isn't. It's so funny. It's like one of my favorite things. Anyway,
I'll check it out.
On this episode of Anniewood, we talk about scenes and things we like.
I have seen The British Office, by the way. I don't want.
Yeah, I saw it first.
I don't want people to think.
I feel like the theme of the show is just things we like.
Yeah.
We wanted to do Joe list. We wanted to have your top 10 list of movies.
I'm happy to make. Oh, you want my top 10 movie? I have it ready.
Let's do it.
All right.
I know you have lists.
Yeah.
You don't just get that name.
I got mental problems. Yeah. Godfather, Godfather 2, One Flew of the Cuckoo's Nest, Back to the Future, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Field of Dreams, Goodfellas. That's probably number one. I mean, that is number one. No Country for Old Men, Fargo, Schindler's List, Silence of the Lambs. This is too many now. Election.
Schindler's List.
I love Schindler's List.
Schindler's Joe list.
Yeah. I love Election, Sideways, Brokeback Mountain.
I saw that with my
I'm a good
parents.
person.
That was fun.
I just want you guys to know that I'm like,
No, Brokeback
cool.
Mountain, my mom sat between me and my dad because she was like, I'm not going to be able to handle you guys like talking during this. And we just talked over her the whole time with jokes.
It's a great film and I love it and it's heartbreaking, but I have to say it is the first sex scene is like, I'm not mature enough to handle it. It is
oh my God,
comical
we
to
were
me.
crying, laughing. My dad and I were like, I was giggling. I was like, we couldn't handle it. The times were different.
Yeah, no, I mean, I remember the trailer coming out and my friend, a comedian, showing me the trailer and being like, you got to see this. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. And I thought it was going to be a comedy or a sketch.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, so this is just a real movie we're
Well,
laughing
knowing
at.
that they were straight too and doing the scene together just added to it. Just
Yeah.
everything was so good about it.
Well, there's something just funny about a fist fight breaking into anal
Yes.
sex, you know, because my wife and I have had that happen a couple times.
That's why she had to do the IVF. He kept putting it in the wrong hole.
All right.
Okay. Election. I like all those movies. What are your favorite movies, Todd? What are your favorite movies of the year?
I left out Dog Day Afternoon. Sorry, Dog Day Afternoon is my
what
top
about
10.
this year?
I feel like Todd was about to answer, and
We don't
then you
love
pointed at me.
him.
I mean, this year, what month is it? June? I saw Boogeyman last night. That
Was it
was
good?
pretty fun. I like that. I liked the evil horror movies. I like.
You
now.
liked Evil Dead?
I did.
Okay.
The new one.
Hmm.
You didn't like it? I mean, Evil Dead 2, of course, one of my favorite
Yeah,
films.
so
but
good.
The new one I enjoyed, but if you didn't like it, I'll not like it
Thank
either.
you.
I just want.
Did you see Beau is Afraid?
I did.
What'd you think?
I hated it.
It was too on the nose for you?
I
Like, too
hated
fearful?
it so much, but interestingly, in the theater, I have a huge thing for Parker Posey. She's like my
were you
all-time.
not so? That's what we said. We're like, there's a pair of tits in this thing that makes the whole thing worth it.
Well, she's my like number
She's everything.
one, my number one chick ever. And I was with my buddy, and I said, if I get to see Parker Posey's breasts, it'll all be worth it. And not only do we, like freeze frames, she comes, she's like fucking, it's insane.
You kind of see, did they shake when they take her body?
Yeah, I mean, there's shake. She's dead, which is hot. I mean, that's all I've ever
The
wanted to do
whole
is
thing
dead
was
woman.
really.
But she, like freeze frames as she's coming, and it's
Yeah.
wild. And so that really made it. I like that.
I feel like Ari Aster knew what he was doing. Like he was like, I have to give them this.
Yeah. They went through a lot. Let me give them these tips. But I'm also, I'm in the minority here. I'm a great person, but I was with my buddy and he's like, she's fucking old. Like most people aren't.
No way.
Yeah, bad guy. I don't want to say his name, but most men
Is
are
he
not
the same
pining
one
for 50-year-old
that likes to be
tits.
pegged?
He is the same one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that
this guy's
wild?
all backwards, isn't he?
Isn't that interesting?
Who would he be going out with?
But yeah, I mean, I feel like bad because people might
If
figure
it's
this out.
Soder, that's so funny.
People might
If
figure
it
this
is
out.
Dan Soder,
He wasn't
I
so
will
callous
lose
about
my
the
mind.
age, but
What's
he wasn't so callous about the age, but he was like, she's a little old, no? Yeah.
Parker Posey's not. There's no age limit to Parker Posey.
No, she's the hottest, she's the coolest, she's the best.
She's the best. We'd love to have you on Anniewood to discuss your sex scene that we've all been waiting for so long.
Parker P.
Me and
Squared.
Annie were both stoked at the same time.
I was
We were
like,
oh! We saw it in IMAX.
Wow.
We should have done D-Box where she was like shaking with her tits.
I come.
I really loved it. Like couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Well, I thought it was
a
all
horror
over
movie.
Yeah, I thought like the beginning with the homeless people in the dystopian city, that was like made for me. I was like, this is me. This is great because this is a shithole out here.
Yeah.
I'm straight up. I'm like Rush Limbaugh now. I want to move to like a red county in New Jersey. I'm buying a gun. It's like I'm a new person.
We already have guns. You don't have guns yet?
You have
You're
guns?
so much. Yes, of course.
Oh God.
Come on,
Well,
man.
look. I mean, outside of here is terrifying. I looked it up on Google Maps. I literally was like, "Hey, make sure you're there on time."
Hello.
I was terrified. That's not a gun. I don't know if
It's
I
a
hate to tell
weapon.
you.
We actually have the gun back here.
What?
Yeah, we pointed at every guest.
Holy shit!
And we put one bullet in and we see if you die.
Wow. But the beginning was great, and then the whole it was a
end
mess. That
lame.
movie
It
was
was
a
lame.
fucking mess. I thought.
But that's what I liked about it.
Yeah, I guess I'm sure, and I get triggered because I feel unintelligent. I didn't go to college, so I'm like, I don't get it. I'm sure it's smart, and I can't understand
Is that
it.
why you wear the glasses?
No, I can't see anything.
Try LASIK.
I don't want to do LASIK. That's
I
gay.
bought him LASIK. I bought him the
LASIK.
ability to see. I bought him one of his senses.
Oh wow, you hate glasses.
No, he hated glasses. He wanted it.
And contacts. I hate contacts.
I can't do contacts.
He wanted it. He wanted
That's
the.
good.
I didn't know. It literally did put me in debt, though.
It was scary though. It is like
I watched the whole thing. You could just watch it happen. You could smell it,
They
kind
like
of.
slice your
they
eye off.
burn your eye. Yeah,
We
but
put it in a vlog in the first episode, or
Yeah,
the second episode.
I did a joke that never worked. I think it's funny that I was like, if they told you your options for corrective eye, you'd think they were invented in complete reverse order. Like you're like, we have an option where we take glass and we rest it on your face comfortably and stylishly, and it just looks fine, and you can see everything perfect. Or you can put pieces of plastic in your fucking head, or we slice a piece of your eye off. You would think that it was like all reversed, like the eye slicing happened in the 13th century, and the glasses are new.
They're like, we came up with a way to not cut you open.
This is the exact reaction it got to the crowd, kind of like.
Well, I just was like in my head, like, wait, which direction? And what is he talking
Well,
about?
I'm saying it just feels like this is the best technology right here. Because look at it, I can just take it off. Look at it, pow.
Yeah, but can you see me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, you look a little
A
blurry.
little better? Yeah, a little airbrushed?
Yeah, you look fantastic
No,
like
you
this.
never look better. Oh my God, no wrinkles.
That was another old joke of mine where a woman said, "You'd look better without those glasses," and I said, "You would look better without these glasses."
Yeah, I have a joke about where my ex-boyfriend was be like, you look so hot when you cry. And I'm like, you look kind of hot too, because it's like blurry. I
That's
thought
funny.
someone hotter broke into this house.
I'm terrified. What time is it? Am I missing my show? Oh my God, I got here late.
7:52.
Oh,
You got
God.
8 minutes.
Oh, great. I'm
What
so
show? It's in the
terrified.
belly room?
The belly room. It's
Who shows it?
Jack Fink. You know him? Did I get duped? Is
I
this a
do
fake
know.
show?
Wait, I do
Great
know.
guy. He booked shows here and there. I forget what it's called. It's not every show is a
Oh, you said it's like
don't tell
don't
or
tell.
look. It's not
something.
don't tell.
Yeah, I know,
though.
but
It's
look over
looking-
here. Look and
look at my
see.
farts.
Something see. Long time no see.
Long time no see. Yes, that's it.
yes.
Every show is
Oh, I
like
like Jack
smell
Fink.
my
No, no, no.
ass.
I know
Jack
that
Fink
is.
is
I know
great.
that is.
But
I
it's
know
one of
that
these
is.
guys that I think he's more here than he is there.
Yeah.
And then he comes to New York. I chat with him for 25 minutes. I'm like, this guy's the best. But sometimes you can get duped. I've had many times in my career where I'm like, don't you love Betty
People are like,
Stevenson?
that is
People are
the-
like, that lady fucking shot everybody.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know?
There's definitely some weirdos. And I realize it usually the next morning. I get like a hangover.
Well, he's been nothing but great to me.
I like
and,
Jack.
The show's good.
That's
Okay,
often what
good.
I hate him. I'm like, yeah, this guy fucking sucks. The last 8 minutes is just me talking shit on Jack.
No,
No,
yeah,
Jack's cool.
I'm doing that show, and then I'm doing all kinds of podcasts. I'm trying to really have a career now. I'm like, I'm going to LA. I got a baby. I'm gonna really hit it. And it's so funny because last night I was like, I'm gonna go to LA and really do business. And then last night I was supposed to do a podcast. It got rescheduled, and I ended up going to see Boogeyman with my buddy. And I was like, here I am, LA, baby. But I don't know.
What other podcasts are you doing?
I did Jiaying Summers podcast today. Then I did my own podcast with Luke Monis, who's great. Tomorrow I'm doing Adam Carolla and then Santino.
Oh, cool. Great.
Yeah. Big
Two
week.
of my favorite Republicans.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The R word.
Yeah, I said it. It's so funny. Who cares about politics? I made some joke about Rick Caruso on Trash Tuesday. Do you know who Rick Caruso is?
I don't think so.
He ran for, what was he running for, governor or something?
Mayor of LA.
Mayor, but he made all the malls.
Okay.
Like all the malls are, and they have like fake snow. And I made some joke. I was like, "You guys blew it. We could have fake snow everywhere." And someone's like, "Wow, this girl needs to just get off the politics." I'm like, "I'm talking about fake snow." You guys are so psycho. They're so. I don't talk about. I would. You know, much money we're not getting by not talking about politics. That we're just that because my peace of mind is worth more money than fucking talking about politics.
No, it's wild. Well, people on both sides are so triggered. Yeah. It's so funny. Like I shit on Trump a few times, like years ago, because he's very shit onable. I mean, he's like.
I have no comment.
Yeah, no, he's fantastic. I like him if you like him, folks. I'm trying to make a living for my baby.
What if you guys think is really,
But. People are still like, fuck, Joe List is so political. I had someone recently write, like, you're just pandering to the left. And if you stop pandering to the left, I'm like, I just did Nick DiPaolo's podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, all I talk about is how we need more cops in the streets. I'm like, I'm not doing a very good job of pandering. But,
what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? But, I'm not a Republican, for God's sakes. I just think,
Why'd you Heil Hitler?
This
is what I wanted to ask you because you're always on time and stuff. Do you know like how you were born? Were you born like, were you in an incubator or anything weird?
I have no idea.
Were you late or early?
I don't know. I just think I came out of a squishy twat. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Wow.
Late, early.
Mrs. List, I want to apologize right now for what your herpes fucking piece of shit scumbag son just said about you.
Squishy twat is sweet. That sounds like a toy you buy your son.
Oh, like something you buy your animal, like a dog toy.
Squishy twat. We could be on the ground floor of something big. Squishy
the ground vaginal floor.
No, I don't know. Do you think that matters? It's like birth order or whatever.
Maybe.
But I feel like everyone hates me, so I try to be on time.
Why?
I don't know. I'm getting better at it. But I'm like, I can't be on time here because you're living
you're
like East
gonna
Hell
not be
here.
on time. And if you were on time or early, it would have been a real problem for you.
I would have been hiding in that bodega.
It was, I mean, I really did. I came strapped. I came.
I'm
Brass
terrified.
knuckles are real. I don't know why you're looking at this like it's a piece of shit.
Let me see. I have wooden knuckles that were given to me. Yeah.
Wooden knuckles?
No, it's from, you ever do Hilarities?
Yes.
They make they made a baseball bat. I had a bat too, but then they realized that no one could take those on the
They'd have to mail them, yeah.
So they made wooden knuckles.
I'm like, can I trade this in for an extra $4,000 on my check?
Right. I think Ian Fidance got arrested for having brass knuckles.
I actually have to just qualify and say this is a paperweight.
Yeah. This is not
That's
brass.
so funny. He got what was he up to that he got caught with brass knuckles?
I don't know.
What was Ian's little weird ass up to?
I think it was through security. I mean, this is his story to tell.
Why does Ian think that Parker Posey's old?
This is not Ian. Ian is not I would never go to the movies with Ian. I'm only kidding. I love Ian.
He would definitely cut the hole in the popcorn and make you touch his dick. He'd pull the old pranks.
It was not Ian. It was nobody you know. Not
it's
a comedian.
Definitely someone I know. You're so full of shit. You said you might already know this.
Right.
So
but
exciting.
You know a lot about, my civilian friends. He quit comedy, this person.
Do you know what I like though? Do you remember you did the show of mine in Boston? Or we did a show together. My parents were there.
Oh, yeah.
In like some sort of bar. I just feel like I've been in a lot of places with you.
Yeah, I guess so. Boston,
which is weird.
The bedroom. Yeah, we really go back a ways.
I'm the girl that was in the playground that gave you the herpes.
We did. We were in Montreal, too.
Went to Montreal.
We drove back together.
Oh, you guys talk shit on me in Montreal, and I fucking...
Talk
we're like,
shit.
You're supposed to be hanging out with us. And I'm like, we're literally supposed to be getting money out of this situation.
No, I mean, and this goes back to my career thing. I remember we all went out to lunch, and then you were like, I remember this distinctly. You're like, I'm going to go try to get on another show. And I remember being like, but we're not on any other shows. Our shows are done. And then Greg Stone and I went to Old Montreal and looked at art and sat on the water and cried.
And I
like
did an extra set. I was on Chelsea Lately the next week. I was flying out to LA.
We came back and you were on Best of the Fest. And I was like, what?
I got a short com on Fox. I got all these things like crazy.
No. I went out drinking and Greg Stone and I cried in each other's arms.
That show was so shitty. I was like, I've got to do another show. I was like, I cannot have that be the last show. Except, did you do good on the show? There were two people that did good. Was it you? Joe Mackey did well. Were you the other one?
No, I didn't. I got literally, people think I'm joking. I got 0 from that. I didn't get a single meeting.
You had to do Best of the Fest because that was just a bad setup. Like, remember, it started late. It was hot.
Yeah.
It wasn't
terrible.
us. It was like a bad the room was bad.
I forgot you were there because I was just with Tommy Pope. We were in the short film
Yes.
together.
Oh my God,
He was
I love
on.
Tommy.
Yeah, it was me, Tommy,
Mullen.
you, Nick Mullen.
It actually was so good.
Joe Mackey.
What's
Back
his
when you
name?
could have just a
Junior?
lineup full of white guys.
Junior?
Junior Stopka?
Yes.
Was he on that?
Yes, he was.
Wow, it was all white guys. And then
Me.
Dave Waite was on.
Dave Waite.
Anthony DeVito, maybe?
I think.
Because Stone went with DeVito, but he might not have been unwrapped. Because Greg Stone was there. I
Yeah.
think he went with Anthony.
He was the only person. Everyone else was like sitting way in the back. And then Greg Stone was up front just laughing at all the jokes he's heard us workshop for like 6 months straight.
I'll
He's
love
just
him
an
forever.
absolute angel.
Yeah, I love him forever for that. I mean, for many reasons, but that was when we became close. But yeah, he sat in the middle and like started
Yeah, he was
applauses
like,
and stuff. Yeah, it was amazing.
I feel like there was one French Canadian woman too with like, I just remember her, I know obviously it's not true, but having like just the largest notepad ever, just like taking notes on our sets.
Oh, I bombed. I mean, I bombed bad. And the second night was decent. Sean Patton hosted.
Right,
Maybe he hosted
yeah, that
both
was
of them,
better,
but it was
yeah.
deep. But nobody came to it, and it was very depressing.
It was horrible. And then Joe Mackey did kill, and it was like, Joe, can you just not kill? Like,
Yeah.
how about we just all bomb?
Well, I went after him on the Bad Show, and I remember literally like walking to the stage, and like people, the industry was like walking past. Like I had to fight through managers and agents to get to the stage.
I was sitting, I remember getting off stage, and it was just like 4 industry people and Howie Mandel. And I was just like, fuck you, Howie. I remember just being like, fuck you, Howie Mandel. And then I met him later, like in my career. And I was like, oh my God, I bombed in front of you in Montreal. And he was so serious about it. He was like, we all have bad. I was like, everyone. I was like, Howie, can we not? Don't be
that's
serious
sweet.
about it.
No, it was horrible. And I remember I was friends with, I still am friends with Colin Quinn, if I may name drop. And I called him and he gave me like a nice speech, made me feel better. And it was a sweet moment because I was talking about it. And Dave Waite was like, you just know Colin, like you can just call him on the phone.
Yeah,
And I
Dave
was
Waite
like,
will
yeah.
always make you feel better about your career.
And he was like, well, that's better than anything you would get out of this. And it was
Yeah.
really, actually, he gave me a nice piece of perspective, as did Colin, obviously.
Yeah, Dave thought I had sex with the booker to get into the thing for
Oh, nice.
years.
Oh,
I
wow.
was like,
Oh, I
He's
just
like,
found out
wasn't
that that's not true.
I was like, that's.
Um,
I loved when all my friends believed that. I was like, oh, thanks, guys. Cool.
That's like, do you know Lev Fur?
hmm
He's a wonderful guy.
I love Lev.
Unless you don't like him, then I hate him too.
No, I absolutely love Lev. I
No,
fucking
he's
love
great.
him.
But
He's so
we
fun.
were at Skankfest, and I go, we were all hanging out, a bunch of us, and I was like, what are you, like, volunteering or something? And he goes, no, I'm booked. Are you serious? And I was like, no, but you just made this thing
So
like so much
weird,
worse
yes.
because you thought I was serious? You thought I thought you flew here to
When
volunteer?
I was a waitress at Life Cafe, when I used to have that, I don't even know if you remember that show I had in Tompkins Square Park, but
It's 8:00.
Oh God!
anyway,
I can't be
I
late.
would, as a joke with the people, I would be serving at their tables, and I go, did you pick out what you want yet? And they'd say no. I would slap the things out of their hand onto the ground, the menus, and it was funny 100% of the time. It
Sure.
was so crazy and so bold, but I would do it. And the only time it didn't work is if the busboy would come up and pick them up. And so he knew. So he knew if I did that, it would just tank, and everyone would feel really bad because someone had to like do extra work.
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe that is so crazy that I did that. So,
That's a little crazy, but we're
well,
having a good
what are you
time
gonna
here.
do? I had a good mailing list from it. That's why everyone was at my shows. 'Cause
Oh,
I was
wow.
waitressing. I was like, planning out flyers.
Do you still work the same mailing list?
No, I should. I don't know if those people live in. It's been so long.
I gotta get a mail. I have a mailing list, but I've never sent out an email.
It was like a lot of like hot mails and
Right.
we need help.
I'm trying to figure out career. Follow me, subscribe,
Anyway,
like, hit
follow,
that
subscribe, like, watch his movie,
For
4th
God's
of
sake,
July. What's it
fuck
called?
the movie. It's long past. I'm not going to make any money on that. Check out my special, for God's sake. No, the movie, yeah, you can go to 4thofjulymovie.com or louisck.com. Unless you hate him, then I don't have anything to do with him.
We don't like what he did unless
Yeah,
you thought
yeah.
it was cool.
Yeah, whatever you think, I
Team
think.
Louis, unless you hate him, and then it's like, he's
Yeah,
weirdo.
Just whatever. But yeah, it's you can get it louisck.com. 4th of July is the movie. And can I plug some of my
All of your
special?
podcasts, all of your specials, everything.
Tuesdays with Stories with Mark Norm, maybe Norman. I don't know how to say his name, this guy. He's got me all fucked up. Mark Norman, maybe you heard of him. Huge podcast, Tuesdays with Stories. I sound like Trump. Huge podcast. It's big. And then I have a special on YouTube called This Year's Material. Check it out. Subscribe. I have another special called I Hate Myself. 9 million views. I have another one in the can coming soon. Check them out on my YouTube. You could go watch 2 full hours of Joe List with a third coming.
Also, if you want to see some beautiful sunsets, You go to his Instagram. Goddamn, what a follow.
Yeah,
what a follow.
At Joe List Comedy. There's a bunch of clips, but you can scroll down
You
like
can
3 months.
You can either look outside your window or you can go on his Instagram.
Also, Joe List Photography. I don't know why I keep doing this. I love Trump if you do. Yeah, I'm all over there. Instagram, YouTube. You're on YouTube right now. You're probably watching this on YouTube.
Yes,
Just
click
go
over.
hit Joe List.
We should start putting people's stuff in the descriptions too.
Start today.
Today's the day.
This year's material.
All right, thank you guys for watching. Joe, I love you. I missed you.
I love you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I miss all my New York friends. I didn't even realize I missed you guys until I saw you.
Will Lyft even come to this neighborhood?
I'll
I'm fucked.
take you.
God bless you.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right.
Really do. We love each other.
It's the meat and potatoes.
Welcome to Anniewood. This is the land of the standies, annies, and fannies, and all of the sleeping nannies. Yeah, welcome to Anniewood. This is the land of the standies, annies, and fannies, and all of the sleeping nannies. I'm gonna ayahuasca. I'm about to prosper. Blingy on my drinky, and Randy is living proper. Protector of the sick, she never let her fishes die. Never known to tell a lie, she even fixed Todd's eyes. Shout out to the slugs, shout out Woody's too. Shout out Estee and Kalila and the Anniewood crew. Cause this is Anniewood, you know that this is how I'm living. Real and never pretending shit, you know that it's a gift. Welcome to Anniewood. This is the land of the standies, annies, and fannies, and all of the sleeping nannies.